Investing versus savings. Today we're going to talk about investing versus savings. Stay tuned. Hello, Joe coming at you from the Command Center, FinanceNewFirm.com. Check that out. Today we're going to talk about investing versus savings. I'm going to give you my six comparisons that I've done for investing versus savings, so that you can decide whether you want to invest, save, or invest and save. Let's jump right in. Number one, volatility versus safety. Investing is full of volatility. The definition of volatility is the liability to change rapidly and unpredictably, especially for the worst. With investing, you get volatility. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. President's going to do tariffs, it's going to go down a little bit, depending on what kind of stock you have. With savings, you get safety. Nobody's going to take it away unless somebody robs the bank, and then it's still insured. So it's really safe to put it in a bank. It's been that way for a long time. Sometimes investments will move a whole bunch. I mean, look at Facebook the other day. If you follow Facebook, it dropped I think it was around 220 to like 180. In a day. If you had tens of thousands of stocks, you just lost a lot of money there. So, but it could go up the same way. So there's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of unpredictability with stocks. If you watch it every day, long term, it evens out over long term. Savings is savings. It's going to be the same when you're going to make your X amount of percent throughout your years. It is what it is. The risk of losing money. With investments, the risk of losing your money is greater than savings. But, with risk comes reward. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. With savings, you're not really risking a whole lot. You make your money, you put it in the bank, it's going to sit there. With investing, I was listening to Jim Cramer the other day, and there was a couple years ago, there was a $5 stock, and now it's trading at like 180 bucks. So if you were lucky enough to get in and take the chance on that $5 stock, you could have made $175 just like that over a few years. But it's with putting your money in the savings, you're not going to lose it. You're not going to gain that much either. So you just got depends on where you're at in your life. If you're young, you can play a lot more with your money than you are if you're old, because you always have a chance of making it back. You got a lot of paychecks coming your way. When you're older, you're thinking about retirement. You might not have a whole lot of paychecks coming your way, so you want to be a little more cautious with your cash. Average returns. The average return for the stock market is 8 to 10%. It's been that way since before the stock market crash in the 30s. And the average bank annual return, best I could find, is 2%. And that's based on your credit. If you're gonna get 2% with a 2% interest bank, your credit has to be pretty good. If you got crappy credit, then you're not going to be able to get even an account at that bank. So, but the stock market, as long as you got cash, I've never seen them ask for credit. I'm sure somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you got cash, you want to buy stock, okay, I'm sure they'll take it. They're never denied me taking my cash. So, but clearly, the winner on this one, 8 to 10%, at the low end, I think one year, 2017 was, what they say, 12% or something like that. It was higher than 10%, but then this year so far it's like 7. So it's going to fluctuate, but on average, long term, you know, just like savings, you want to go long term. You know, it's going to be 10% return, 8 to 10%. The greater it is, the greater the reward. Remember that. Investing is fun and exciting. You know, you pick a stock. You know, you watch it. You know, savings, you just put it in the bank. It's kind of boring, but it's safe. So it depends on where you're at. You know, you get. For me, I buy a stock and I'm watching it go up and down. I check it, and if it's going up, then you know it's a rush, because it's like, oh man, if I sell it, I get, you know, a couple of bucks. If I leave it, it could go a couple bucks, or I could lose it tomorrow. So it's kind of one of them. It's more exciting. It's a little bit of adrenaline rush, you know. It's not like jumping out of an airplane or nothing, but it's just a little bit of an adrenaline rush to see kind of how it works and how it plays out. Now, if the money, this one's gonna be about money access. Money access is quick with savings because you can pull it. Sometimes you even get a debit card. But if you invest your money in the stock market and you invest all your, or you know, you can put, like, you can open a TD Ameritrade account and you can put $3,000 into that account, and then you can buy stocks out of that money. If you buy $3,000 worth of stocks, or $1,000 worth of stocks, I think the minimum is 500, or even, maybe even 150. I'm not even sure. But if you buy stocks with your money, then you don't have that money. It's invested. So you don't have access to it right away. It takes time to get that money out. I don't know how much time, but I imagine a couple days, 3 or 4 probably max. And then, unless you're trying to draw a lot of money out. But in savings, if you know, it's right there. You know, if it's like, you know, you have a debit card for that. So it's more, the savings is more quickly and easily accessible to your cash. It's just, savings is better for quick cash if you need it. Ownership with stocks, you get to be considered part owner. You know, if you have one stock, one share or stock, the same thing, of Facebook, then you're part owner of Facebook. You know, if you have one stock or share of Microsoft, and even one stock, you're still considered a shareholder, a company, part of the company owner. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot of. They're not going to be inviting you to the dinners or anything with just one, but it's something you can say that you own. You know, you can tell your grandkids, tell your kids, tell your significant other, whatever. Hey, you know, I own a company, and if they don't start asking questions, just leave it go at that. So, with all this information, I kind of recommend investing. Well, I don't kind of recommend. I do recommend investing, or investing in savings. I like to have money that I can get to, and I like to have money invested because I just read something from Grant Cardone the other day, or this morning, that said money, I'm not sure how I put it, but something to the effect of money is like is as useful as a notebook pad. It's worthless until you use it. So you know, if you're not using your money to invest, then it's just kind of just sitting there and not doing nothing. So you want your money working for you, so you invest it. So you try to get that. You know, and there's a lot of different options with investing, and but you know, that's why I don't put all my eggs in one basket, because I like to have my money working for me and money for a rainy day. You know, my truck breaks down, something like that. You know, or just I just need money to do whatever with. I like to have some cash available, and I like to have money invested. So I recommend investing 70%, saving 30%. If you had $100, invest 70, save 30. You know, next month if you had $100, invest 70, save 30. That way you're building both as they go. All right, so that'll be it for today. This is Joe Duncan with financiallyfirm.com, and have a good day.